One of the things that I've noticed in our world, in the world of mental health, is people are very, very touchy about the language. Um, we worry about saying the wrong thing, we worry about using the wrong words, and we spend endless amounts of time deciding whether it's better to talk about a schizophrenic or someone with schizophrenia. From my point of view, I think of myself as mad, and I quite like thinking about myself as mad. And for a lot of us, there's a mad pride movement. We're going through the business of reclaiming the language, which other groups have done. This takes me back to my oppressed minority roots. When you're brought up in middle-class Buckinghamshire, it's really difficult to have oppressed minority roots. So my madness is my oppression, and mad people are my people. And my work at the foundation really is about working with my people. And there will be plenty of people out there who get that, and there'll be lots of other people who are uncomfortable with the language of madness. My parents were incredibly uncomfortable with the language of madness, and when I started talking about being mad, it was like embarrassment times 10. It was bad enough if we talked about going to the toilet. That was quite embarrassing. But when I started talking about being mad, when I was mixing with people who were using the language of madness, they found that very difficult. And I think one of the reasons we worry, or we spend so much time in medical language, is because we're scared of just things being mad. Well, actually, a lot of my experiences were mad. There's no other way of putting it. They made very little sense to me. They made very little sense to people around me. But they were kind of mad. And it is part of me. Part of me is just mad. And in a strange way, I quite like that. For me, I'm much more comfortable now that I can think of myself as mad. I spent a lot of time with my professional life on one hand and my mad life on the other. And it was only when I started to work in mental health that I could really become the mad person I wanted to be. Up until then, I think madness was more a way of coping with my life, but now I think actually it is my life. For once you become comfortable being a mad person, you can just get on with your life. I still sometimes hear and see things, and it worries me. I find it difficult. I find it scary. But it's just a small part of my life. It doesn't have to define my life. But I can talk about it. And I like talking about it. And I like encouraging other people to talk about it.